but Beijing bristles at the notion that it should be doing more to rein in North Korea, which does about 90% of its trade with China, saying it is fully enforcing UN sanctions and that everyone has a responsibility to lower tension and get talks back on track. We want to force the negotiations, and it's true that China is well placed to push, Drian told reporters during a joint briefing with Wang after arriving in Beijing for a 4-day visit. A military solution was an extreme option, he said. China advocates for a dual suspension plan to address the issue in which Pyongyang would halt its nuclear and missile programs and Washington would stop military exercises with its allies in the region, though U.S. President Donald Trump has ruled it out. Wang said the proposition is realistic and feasible. France thought it was a real proposition but that the conditions to realize it have not been met. But if we don't have the conditions, we have to create the conditions, Wang said. I don't believe much in the double suspension strategy, because first of all North Korea isn't prepared to negotiate the very principle of this nuclear program, Drian said. Drian has said previously that bellicose statements by Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un have created fears of a dangerous miscalculation, particularly since Pyongyang conducted its sixth and most powerful nuclear test on September 3. Washington this week imposed sanctions on 13 Chinese and North Korean organizations Washington accused of helping evade nuclear restrictions against Pyongyang and supporting the country through trade of commodities like coal. The U.S. Treasury also put North Korea back on a list of state sponsors of terrorism. The air forces of South Korea and the United States are scheduled to hold a regular joint drill in December, which will include hundreds of aircraft and about 12,000 U.S. personnel.